between SAP UI5 and Fiori. I can say there are so many people who still have a confusion when to call an application as a SAP UI5 application and when to call an application as a Fiori application. I have seen so many people who use these words interchange. They don't, sometimes they call the same application as UI5 application, and sometimes they call the same application as Fiori application, which is very wrong terminology. So in today's class, you will clearly understand what is SAP UI5, what is Fiori, and what is Fiori elements as well. Right. So first of all, let us understand from the roots. SAP UI5 is a technology. It's a framework. Okay. Using this particular framework, so we have SAP UI5 applications and SAP Fiori applications. Remember, Fiori is not a technology. SAP Fiori is not a technology. UI5 is the technology or framework. This is the framework. Now, basing on this particular framework only, these two terminology, that is UI5 applications and Fiori applications, so both are used in the market. Now, when SAP UI5 is the only technology, then why we are calling some applications as SAP UI5 applications, and why we are calling some applications as SAP Fiori applications? And now there is another word that is in the picture, that is Fiori elements. So what is that? So you will find the answer for all of them now. To understand, one second. So to understand the difference between these two, I will give an example. So from this example itself, you will clearly understand the difference. For example, I want a house. So what our father's generation has done, in our father's generation, if they want a house, they purchase the land, they purchased entire raw materials like sand, cement, concrete, bricks, so whatever, and they get that particular house developed from the very scratch level as per their needs, right? Now this is your SAP UI5 application. If you develop as a developer, if we develop the application by according to the exact requirements of the client from the scratch level, so those applications are called as SAP UI5 applications. So we can call a application as SAP UI5 application only when it is completely custom application developed from the scratch as per the client's requirements. Okay, that is SAP UI5 application. Then what is Fiori application? Again, get back to the same example. I want a house. So what our generation people are doing? So what we are doing? There is some Lodha constructions, there is some Aparna constructions, there is some Anuhar constructions, there is some My Home constructions, right? So we are just paying the money, taking the flat, right? So ready-made house. So that is nothing but Fiori applications. SAP Fiori applications are the name given for the set of applications which are readily developed by SAP. Using which technology he developed? Again, he used the same SAP UI5 technology to develop them. The only difference is these are developed by us, keeping the custom requirements of the client, SAP Fiori applications are the ready-made applications which are developed by SAP and delivered to us as a part of your package, means your system. Okay, install it, so when you get this SAP gateway system and when you install the basis people, when they install all these things, you will get all these set of standard Fiori applications as well. Okay, so basically that is a primary difference between UI5 application and Fiori application. So in simply one line, you need to call an application as a UI5 application only if it is a custom application developed from the scratch level. You need to call an application as a Fiori application if it is developed by SAP and delivered to you just as a ready-made application. Okay, right. Nowadays, you from almost 2018 or 19, this Fiori elements got very much famous. Now, what is this Fiori elements? What is this Fiori elements then? So basically, the Fiori elements is basic. The root of Fiori elements is again SAP UI5 only. If you go in depth actually, so Fiori elements is also derived from SAP UI5. Okay, but some abstraction has been maintained. If you go more into the roots of Fiori elements, again you will find SAP UI5 only. Okay, but first of all, what is Fiori elements? So Fiori elements is a framework which was provided by SAP. So here, instead of developing the application from the very scratch level like SAP UI5, so here we start the application from zero, scratch level. Okay, zero level. But in Fiori elements, what he has done is he provided you some templates. He provided you 4 templates like list report application, like work list application. So similarly, overview page, so analytical list page, and then overview page. So these 4 templates he has given. So what do you mean by template? So template means a ready-made floor plan, ready-made design kind of thing. Okay, so you can directly start with these floor plans without writing much code. So in Fiori elements, the code that we write is only 10 to 20%. We do not write more than this particular code. So whereas in SAP UI5 we write 100% coding. So complete 100% coding you need to write in SAP UI5 applications. Okay, so I will give one example to understand what is Fiori elements. For example, I want to prepare my resume. What I will do? Will I open a blank Word document and type each and every line? Are we doing that? No. What every one of us has done to prepare our resume, we just copy some template from the Google and then we simply edit our details. Is it not what we are doing? Is there anybody in the session who opened a blank Word document and typed each and every line? No. We just taken a template and edited our details and put our projects, that's all, right? So why you do that? You do that because your time, to prepare your resume, so it will be faster. You don't need to spend much time, correct? For example, I want to create a PPT. So even to create a PPT, what I will do, I will not open a blank PPT document. So maybe I will take some reference from one of the company's PPT and all, and I edit it, right? So basically, more or less, the concept is same here. The Fiori elements is a framework given with a 4 predefined templates. 4 predefined templates, all these 4 comes with a predefined design, means the page design is already fixed. Okay, so let me just open and show you what is page design. So these are Fiori elements applications. When I open Fiori list report application, so here the design of the page. What do you mean by design? Design means which UI elements should exist where. Okay, that is where the form should come, So this is called design. Okay, just a second, it is loading. Now this particular design is always fixed in case of the Fiori elements framework. Okay, so that is one minus point, I can say. That is one drawback. So if the design is matching, then only you can go with these Fiori elements applications. Okay, yeah, so this is a application you can see. So at the top, this is a filter bar. This is called filter bar, and you cannot keep anything else in this place. You can keep only the filter bar. Okay, and at the bottom, this place is given for the table. So you cannot keep anything else in this place. This is dedicated for the table. And in between the filter and the table, for example, you want to have anything else, that is not possible because the design is fixed here. Okay, the design is already fixed. You just need to say what filters you want, what columns you want in this table. Okay, and even in the second page, the design is fixed. So in the second page also, you will find a similar kind of predefined design. The design is freezed. Okay, so list report contains this kind of design. So similarly, work list contain another kind of design. Analytical list page contains again another kind of design. Overview page contains again another kind of design. So I will show you all the four now, so don't worry. So basically it's kind of template based development where the floor plan or design, we can call that as a floor plan or design. So in SAP's terminology, it is called floor plan. Okay, predefined floor plans, predefined floor plan. I will give you an example to understand these floor plans. So when I go to a builder and ask for a flat details, so what he will do? He will show you the floor plan, right? So he will say, sir, this is the main entry door, and then this is 16 by 10 hall, and then this is 12 by 10 master bedroom, and this is 10 by 10 guest bedroom, and this is 10 by 10 your children bedroom, and this is some 9 by 9 kitchen, and this is 6 by 10 balcony. So like this, he will tell you the floor plan. So what do you mean by floor plan over there? It's a predefined design. Now, can you ask your builder, no, I want this balcony from there to left side. Is it possible? No. Can you ask your builder, boss, can you remove this hall from here, keep the bedrooms here, and keep this hall at the right side? Is it possible? No. So that is what is this design as well. So Fiori Elements is a framework of predefined floor plans. So SAP has identified 4 such floor plans like list report, work list, analytical list page, overview page. So each floor plan has its own kind of design. So you will go with this only if the requirement is matching with the design. So if the client is having this design, then only you will go with this. If the client do not have this design, let's say he don't want this filter bar, he want to start his application with a form, for example. Okay, so you want a big form as a first page, and maybe some other design in the second page and all, then obviously you need to develop it using SAP UI5 application only. Okay, so SAP has clearly documented when to use which kind of development. So if your requirement is complete custom requirement, so which cannot be developed using any of these floor plans, then go with the SAP UI5 development. So this is kind of evergreen, guys. So this is evergreen because anything can be achieved here. But Fiori Elements is such a floor plan. This suits only for specific kind of applications which are suiting this particular design. If the design is not matching, there itself you need to rule out the Fiori Elements. You can't go with the Fiori Elements if the design itself is not matching. And sometimes even the design is matching. There are some projects since we write only here, you can write only 10 to 20% coding, not more than that. So some clients requirements later on, maybe initially you feel like the design is matching, I will go into this. So after getting into that, you will understand that I am not able to do more customizations. So again, there are projects which are scrapped in here, and the entire development is done again using UI5. So here 100% flexibility. So remember, 100% coding means 100% flexibility. Okay. So here flexibility is less. So you can't do the application as per you want. As per you means as per client wants. Okay. So flexibility is less. So this is 100% flexibility. Okay. So there is nothing like this is great, this is this is waste, nothing like that. It purely depends on your client's requirements and the situation. Okay. So if the client requirement is more of like custom, then go with this. If the client requirement is matching with this, you need to clearly call out to the client saying that, boss, I am going with the Fiori elements framework. So in this framework, the flexibility is less. So because at the lateral stage, if they say that I want this one, that one and all, so that is not possible in Fiori elements. They can be little bit customizable, not completely like SAP UI5. Okay. So this is the picture, complete overall picture about SAP UI5, standard Fiori applications and Fiori elements application. Now, let me just go back to this Launchpad. So most of you might be knowing the SAP Fiori Launchpad. So SAP Fiori Launchpad is a single point of entry where end users will log in and they will access their applications, so which are in the form of tiles. So each tile is one application. We not only teach the development concepts of SAP UI5, the best part of this training is by keeping all the development concepts together, we develop multiple real-time standard applications. They are not just a hello world kind of applications. I will show you, you see it, how much complex those applications are. Okay. So first application that you will develop is employee management application. This contains complete whatever in real time people will ask, all those requirements are kept in this application. Filtering, sorting, grouping. So for example, so I want to group basing on the designation or skill. So anything, click on the go. Now you can see the data is grouped using this particular skill, ABAP, and then Java, and then SAP UI5, right? So if I click reset, it is gone. So filtering, sorting, I already shown you. Okay. So not only that, export this table data into Excel. So this is export to Excel functionality. So deleting employee, create employee, edit employee. So in create employee, it is not just plain creating the employee like a hello world kind of application. No. So in real time, this is a employee, you can assume this as a main header, and this is line item. So in every real-time application, you will have the header and line item scenario. So not only adding the employee, but also adding his project details. So this table is a dynamic table. You can add as many line items as you want. So you can delete as many line items as you want. Okay, by mistake. So let's say I want only one line item, but by mistake I click the add button twice. I can use the delete. So dynamic table. You can add the profile picture of the employee. Okay, so file upload scenario. So very common scenario in the real time. Okay, so this is single file upload. So we have multi-file upload also here. So this is called multi-file uploader. So here you can apply, you can upload multiple files. So once again, so this is one. I can also select two. See, this is multi-file uploader. So in every real-time project, so definitely this is a requirement to upload multiple files, right? So like this, we have designed our application. So similarly, editing these details. So I selected Venki and I click on edit. you can see the existing details of the Venki has already came here, and you can edit the details. So you can, this is the one project. I want to add one more project, you can add it. Okay, so similarly you want to update your profile picture, you can update it. So old photo will be gone and new photo will come. So similarly these are the existing resume. Okay, so you can just delete them and add your new resumes. So all these things you can do here. So you can straight away delete the employee as well. So if I click on delete employee, so employee gets deleted. So not only that, you can display, there is a separate screen. So here you are displaying the details of the employee. So his photo, his name, his basic details here, his project details here, his resume details here. So like this, you can display all his data. See, this is Rupesh. So Rupesh photo and his resume details. You can download the resume as well. Okay, so like this, so you will develop the application completely real-time standard. Next application that you develop is create bulk employees. So this is a this application I got inspired by real-time requirement. The clients, they will ask you like, I don't want to create employee one by one. I will give you a Excel. In that Excel, I will have 1,000 employees. I will upload the Excel and that's all. 1,000 employees should get created in the database. So that is what is exactly this application. So this is done by using batch operations. For example, I am uploading a Excel. See, I uploaded the Excel and automatically the Excel data has been read into this table. Now if I click on submit, all these records gets created in the backend. So this is called batch operations. So how to handle this kind of scenarios, you will understand. Okay. And this is charts application. So this is not just a simple displaying charts application. So we incorporated the real-time requirement in this. This chart will show employee against its salary. I can dynamically change this chart to the bar chart, line chart, pie chart. All these things I can change. Not only that, I can filter this particular chart. For example, I want to see SAP UI5 people's salary. So SAP UI5, click go. Now you can see, so this chart has been automatically filtered. And not only that, now you will get surprised. So here, Kalyan is earning 30 lakhs. I want to see who is this Kalyan. I want to see his basic details, his project details, and his resume I want to download. So I want to see entirely about Kalyan. From the charts application, if I click this pillar, I will navigate to employee management application. See, I clicked on this. Now, do you know what is this application? This is employee management application. So this is complete real-time requirement to navigate from one application to the other application along with the parameter. So here, actually I am in charts application. From the charts application, on click of Kalyan's that column pillar, I took the employee ID and passed that employee ID to the employee management application. So here in employee management application, where is Kalyan? So let me see. Yeah. So I navigated to the detail screen. So that is the standard that we maintain in the training, not just hello world simple applications. No. Okay. So we believe completely in the keeping the real-time standards. The reason is after going to the projects, you should not scold us. Okay. I don't want any student to come back to me again. He should go with complete knowledge so that he should be independent and work in the real-time projects. So this is Fiori elements. So as I already explained, the Fiori elements comes up with the predefined floor plans. So this is how it looks. The first page contains the filter area and then the table area. So you can also navigate to the second page like this. So it shows the main important details in the header area. and these are like your different information. Okay, so you can also edit the details and you can save it. So even CRUD operations are also supported in the Fiori elements. So analytical list page contains uh, extra analytical information also you can show. For example, let me click on the go button. So now you can see this is a chart area. So this is a chart area. So this shows some analytical information, and these are called visual filters. So instead of so here there are two options. You can show them like normal filters. They are called as compact filters. The same filters you can also show it like visual filters. So these are called visual filters. I can simply means chart as a filter in simple words. A chart as a filter. I can select this and click on the go button. So now you can see this chart is also filtered, and even this table is also filtered. So analytical list page application, it is similar to list report application, but also it contains some analytical data you can show in the middle. So in this mid area. So second page will be as it is. So second page is as it is, no difference in the second page. Worklist application almost looks like list report. Actually, worklist application is, it is recently added. It is not there in the beginning. Let me show you overview page. Overview page is to show the overall main important details of the business. Okay, so it shows the information in the form of cards like this. Okay, so it shows the information in the form of different cards. Okay, so you can also keep some quick links to the other applications here. So for example, employee management or bulk employees. So I click on it and I came to the batch operations application. So like this, that is overview page to show the overall information about the business. But in real time, the usage of list report is 70 to 80%, and then analytical list page usage is more, and then overview page and worklist. So worklist usage is very less, I can say. Okay. So and then you can also extend the standard application. So that also we will show you in this training. Okay. So this training is divided into two parts. So one is SAP UI5 data Fiori training, and the second part is Fiori elements training. So this is the main course. This is the base even to understand Fiori elements. So if you think like I can learn SAP Fiori elements individually, that is not possible actually in real time. So this, because Fiori elements again dependent on SAP UI5 concepts. So this is two parts, guys. This will be around 45 to 50 hours, and this is around 23 to 24 hours. So this may take 1 month and a half to 2 months. Okay, so I'm just giving as a maximum. So basically in terms of hours we will calculate, this is 45 to 50 hours. So per day we will take only 1 hour. Maybe once you get comfortable, we may take 1.5 hours as well. The training goes from Monday to Saturday. It does not mean that the next class is on Monday. So the next class is tomorrow itself. So we'll continue the classes. We don't give any break. So Monday to Saturday, every day 1 hour class will be there. Sometimes Saturday may not be there depending on my availability. So this is one training. So once we complete this particular training, we'll have this extra training, the continuation training, that is Fiori elements training. Okay, this is 24 hours. So this gets completed very quickly, maybe in a month time it gets completed. Okay. So before I hand over to you for the question and answer session, so I would like to mention few things. So the general question in every demo class people ask me is, Rizwan, I don't know JavaScript, I don't know HTML. Okay, so can I able to learn? Forget about that HTML, forget about that JavaScript. So let me tell you, in SAP UI5, whatever the JavaScript that you use, whatever the HTML, actually we don't use HTML, we use XML. That's a different story. Actually, whatever we use, that is totally written by SAP. The complete API is written by SAP. So even though you know HTML, even though you know JavaScript also, that is not going to play major role here. Only thing is syntax wise you may be little comfortable, but other than that, the complete API is SAP's API. Okay, so whatever the keywords or whatever the methods and all, you will not find those methods in open source JavaScript that you find in W3 schools or anywhere. Okay, so few methods like array methods and all we will use, but the complete major API, I am telling about the major 95 to 100% API is completely from SAP only. Otherwise, so let's say if SAP UI5 is HTML and JavaScript, I can also tell, I will keep one more technology called Rizwan UI5. Can I say like that? No. It's an open source one, so open source technology, nobody have copyrights. Correct. Then in such a case, how SAP is giving his brand name against UI5? Because UI5 is not HTML, UI5 is not your open source JavaScript. SAP has completely developed his own API on, basing on the JavaScript and XML. So that's the reason, since it's totally his own API, that's why he can give his brand name. Okay. Very soon you will understand that it is nowhere matching with the open source JavaScript and HTML. Syntax wise maybe it is matching, but the API wise, methods wise, it is nowhere matching with the open source one. So do not worry about that. I teach from the very scratch level. And coming to the teaching, so teaching wise you no need to worry, guys. So I am a trainer from my childhood. My father is a teacher. Somehow I got the passion from him. I started my teaching journey when I was in 7th standard, whether you believe it or not. So I used to teach for 6th and 5th class people. Even in 10th class, I taught for 8th, 9th, 7th students. So like that, my teaching journey has started. So very much in the childhood. So teaching wise, you no need to worry. I know how to inject a concept into the student's mind very easily. The only thing I request from you is, if you are interested in this training, so take care of only 3 things. One is regular attendance, second one 100% attention in the class, and third one regular practice. If you can take care of these 3 things, I give the guarantee I will leave you as an exceptional UI5 developer. That guarantee I can give you, because that is a confidence on my training, the truth that we keep in our training. We don't bluff the students like others. We just tell what exactly is, that's all. Okay. We don't tell like real-time training just like that. So since we keep all the real-time requirements in the project, that's why we keep real-time training. Okay. So that's all from my end. I thank you each and everyone for attending the demo session. If you have any questions, you can ask me.